Ladies and gentlemen, Atomic Heart just got better.
He said it!
I'm not just talking about pugnacious new OST better. No. Everything from the flow between objectives to the combat is so much more enjoyable. And here's why. This video contains spoilers for Atomic Heart Annihilation Instinct DLC. Viewer discretion is advised. First of the positives is that you don't have a voice in your head dumping exposition. While I like the interactions between P3 and his glove, the comedic relief they provided came at the expense of immersion. It's hard to really let the soundtrack and environments sink in when you have a whole ass person inside a glove. That's not the case here. The glove went to the barber and got left speechless by its new braids. That's not to say mid-gameplay exposition is gone entirely, but it is severely reduced to the point where I didn't even notice it. If you are like me and enjoyed the comedic relief, don't be sad, because there is a Goose that will professionally hate on you in the funniest ways. I played the game with Russian audio, and his expressions are a pristine example of profane rhymes aimed at you directly. In English, they could potentially come off as forced or cringy, but there ain't much you can do about the language barrier. Much like the base game, this DLC suffers from lace, long-ass intro sequence. First impressions matter. Running around through a floaty Wonderland hotel while being bombarded with exposition is a bad first impression. But if you endure it, you will get to the combat, which is the highlight of this DLC. In Annihilation Instinct, you will primarily be fighting dolls and beads, with two new toys, the 𝐁𝐭𝐨𝐲 and 𝐁𝐿𝐴. The 𝐁𝐭𝐨𝐲 is the perfect tool to fight dolls. If you keep them at range, they throw limbs in your direction, irritating and luring you closer, where the real fun begins. These dudes often send out punishing telegraphed attacks that will knock you down. If you adapt, however, this makes for some of the most engaging combat in the entirety of Atomic Heart. Something a bit reminiscent of Doom Eternal, where you dodge constantly and dish out attacks at every opportunity. The banging OST only cements that further. The 𝐁𝐿𝐴 is the perfect tool for mindless and for dispatching the balls. Take too long with them and they will merge together, forming a bead that will go straight up your ass. At which point, your best solution is the 𝐁𝐿𝐴's Doom Eternal ballista-esque wave attack that breaks the chain and even wipes out multiple balls in favorable moments. And if you really like balls, there's the boss, who is genuinely a fun encounter. He has a big ass health bar and you can't just stand somewhere and mow him down. You'll have to be quick on your feet to avoid his constant attacks that come out pretty damn fast. It's this combination of focusing damage while also focusing staying alive that makes this an engaging encounter. So the first boss, 9 out of 10. Second boss, 5 out of 10. Why? Because slapping a new paint job on something I already fought is cringe. All that's left is the story. Horny Fridge saved your ass after the events of the base game, and now you're trying to stop the Fridge's AI from becoming self-aware, with the help of some old fart, while an old face antagonizes you throughout the way. There's some nice twists and setups for future story threads to come sprinkled throughout, and overall, it felt easy to digest in comparison to the base game's confusing plot lines. Overall, DLC is about 5-ish hours of poggle fun. So the final rating has to be a Goose out of 10. That's about it. Don't forget to slap like, slap wife, it's 𝐁𝐿𝐴, and I'll get you next time.